Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Forging Fates. If you're new here, welcome to the New Age Geeks channel. We are building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight, as I said, we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the critical role world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. We, as always, are partnered with the Phoenix, a non-profit group building a community of people in recovery, aiming to end the stigma around the rehabilitation journey from substance use through a sober, active lifestyle. They have an app that you can use to schedule in-person or virtual events, including yoga, D&D, meditation, and rock climbing, just to name a few. So you can click the link below to download the app and connect with a new community of friends to support your journey. And with that, let's welcome the rest of the cast. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
I am cosplaying as a burrito tonight. If you like what you do and you'd like to support the channel, you could drop a tip in the tip jar and get yourself something nice from our online merch shop, or you could donate to one of our Patreon tiers. Anything you could send our way helps us bring more of this content to you.
You can also support us by subscribing to all of our socials, along with watching, liking, and sharing our videos. You too can become one of the New Age Geeks simply by joining our Discord or subscribing to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Perks include moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of our growing community. Again, thank you, geeks, for joining us on tonight's episode of Forging Fate.
Okay. Anyone have anything else they need to shout out at the top of the show before we jump into it? Alrighty. With that, let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. Picking up where we last left off, the entirety of the Fists having finally gotten their due recompense and returning to the city of Western after defeating the Myriad, meeting up with a agent of the Korean dynasty, made their way back, and eventually were told that there was going to be a celebration for them and a declaration of them being the heroes that helped protect Western in this time of crisis. From there, they were brought up on stage and were introduced to the members of Vox Machina and the few that had come to sit in on a multi-city meeting of developing a plan to combat the Myriad should they decide to make a further intrusions into the country of Tal'Dorei. As they came through, the elven red-haired individual who was from Lyringorn leaned over to our Whisper and whispered into her ear that, "Did you think a simple haircut would mean I couldn't find you?" Or something of that nature. From there, the Fists of Fates are declared the heroes of Western, and some of our party members notice a bird that seemed very unusual to the area, being this blue teal gradient creature flying around in the area, and Whisper heard another voice enter into her mind to, "There's always a way out." From there, Finnick runs after Pike with Whisper and Clover in tow, but not before Whisper attacks the what we would come to know as the first rider of Lyringorn, Bellum, sorry. As he grabbed her, and he let after her attack, he let go and laughed as she ran away. As Finnick and the rest of the ladies from the Fists of Fate made their way to Pike, Finnick asked Pike to cast Legend Lore on this black blade that they had acquired from the Drider in the caves during their previous battles. They come to find out that that blade is called the Nox Blade. It is one of several blades that are created pre-Calamity during the founding of all of Exandria, and were created by Morden the Allhammer, forged from some of the primordials themselves, being embodiments of their elemental natures. Let's see. As the group kind of comes back together, they enjoy some of the festivities from the events of I'm blanking on what they were called, but either way, the events, the Harvest Rise Festival, I believe is what it was. And they make flower crowns, they do some arm wrestling competitions, and Finnick, through some clever persuasion rolls and some subtle spells, was able to actually defeat the legendary Grog Strongjaw in an arm wrestling competition, winning for herself quite a heavy sum of gold. From there, Gormrog receives a letter from Polaris, which he eventually reads, explaining why his absence from the festivities. And Clover goes on to invent potato sticks, which was fortunate for all of Exandria, as they would become a staple in cuisine from then on.
Delicious.
Eventually, the Fists are brought back to the Lord Mayor's residence and go about explaining their encounters with the Myriad and everything that has led them up to that point, including all the spiders from the beginning with the League of Miracles and everything that has happened thus far. It's at this point that the first rider speaks up, addressing Whisper herself by the name Libiel, and goes on to essentially tell every important city in the kingdom that she is wanted for murder of their aunt, who was the previous ruler of Lyrangorn. As the situation kind of grows tense, eventually the Fists make their way out of the residence and back towards their own private estate, where Whisper begins to open up a little bit about her family and the things that she would like to avoid in the future. Clover finds out she has night vision goggles, and eventually Finnick leaves to have a conversation with Pike and Citron from the Lord Commander of the Platinum Dragon's Rest. As the rest of the team goes to sleep, Finnick and Whisper, Clover and Whisper sharing Clover's room to give a little comfort to her friend in need. Gormrog goes on to start stress cleaning the house as Tristan makes his way off to his own room and bunks in for the night. As Finnick begins to make her way back towards the residence, the rest of the Fists, besides Tristan, are woken up to the sound of someone sneaking in to Clover's room, and the sound of a hammer clicking back. Whisper and Clover wake to see a young woman, which Whisper you have seen before, with the barrel of a gun pointed at your face. And she tells you that it's time for you to come with her. And that is where we are going to pick up, everyone. And I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Me too?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Damn it, Tristan.
And not me yet? Or
No, not you yet.
okay.
There will be a
Do you want me
moment.
to roll?
There will be a moment when I tell you to roll that, how long it takes you to get back.
Yeah.
That's what I was, yeah.
So,
You guys got this. That's fine.
You're right.
The first gunshot will wake you up.
I don't know what that is.
That's true. Clover doesn't know what a gun is. To be fair, I don't think Finnick really does either.
Ooh, +6. Okay. I got a 19.
Thanks.
okay. 25 to 20.
21.
20 to 15.
Me, 19.
16.
What's your dexterity, Whisper?
That's a +1 modifier.
Okay.
Well,
That's everyone, right? Okay. Gormrog, starting off at the top. It is you. You hear the sound of footsteps from your friend's room, and you hear the faint voice. You can't really understand what they're saying from this distance through the closed doors, but you hear a voice that does not sound familiar.
Not wanting to be improprietous, as there are two women behind this door and we are not well acquainted, I'm just going to go up to the door and just politely knock on it and just say, Clover, Whisper, you all right in there? And it's my turn.
All right, cool. Clover, you're up.
Clover reaches her hand under her pillow, grabs her rapier, tuck and rolls out of bed, and attempts to stab it right into this girl's side.
Okay.
And with booming blade. And that is a
Yes.
15 plus 6, a 21 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh, let me.
Just make sure you guys are when you do your armor class, make sure you're removing your armor, because you do not sleep in armor.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about sorcerers is we don't wear armor.
You're also out. You're not sleeping, so.
Oh, that's true.
5, 6, 7, 8,
How do I do that?
15.
Thurston, do you even have armor?
I don't, not armor.
That
Then
is
don't worry about it.
That is
Never mind.
that is 20 piercing damage and 5 thunder damage.
Okay. You jam the blade into her side, and her eyes kind of turn to you, and you're almost standing at the same height. She's a pretty short young lady. She kind of looks at you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Does that end your turn?
If it has to do with Whisper, it has to do with me. And that ends my turn.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It is going to be her
Hell
turn.
yeah.
Her turn now. She is going to turn the... She's going to reach into her waistband, pull out another firearm, point it, one of them at you and one of them at you, Whisper, and she's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks. First one's against you, Clover. That's 20... 25 to hit.
That hits. I'm going to uncanny dodge BT dubs.
Okay, it's 13 piercing damage.
Okay. So divided by 2, so like 7.
6. Always round down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Every other cool.
Whisper, the other gun is going to point towards you. Before she pulls the trigger, we've got a warrant for you, so you can come, dead or alive. And she's going to fire off the other gun towards you. That's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 14 piercing damage.
Ooh. All right.
She is... Now she's going to stay there, I think. Whisper, you're up.
All right. I've about had it with this day. Everything that's happening, I am going to leap at her with primal savagery.
Okay.
That is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
I should just keep my D10. It's like easy to find at this point.
$13 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Doesn't end my turn.
Does that end your turn?
Does not end my turn.
Okay.
Give me 1
What
second.
else do you want to do?
No. I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape.
Okay, what are you going to wild shape into?
We'll see.
All right.
Hey, awesome. I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
Here we
Let
go.
me get my direwolf out.
I got it.
So, we are on Twitch live streaming. Put that away.
What?
It's a joke.
The beast has been summoned.
And we're sleeping or late or in the room.
Cute. And cute.
I actually don't think I have a direwolf mini, so we're going
no?
with a lion. But this
No
room is very
Oh,
fucking
no.
full now because direwolves are a large creature. So there is no space to move anymore, folks. I'm going to say because of the space constraints, you're all going to be... we'll say grappled just because you're being pressed up against the wall between this creature. So you have to find a way to make your way out of the... You have to make a check to get out of the room or into a space. You can still make attacks and everything, but it's just tight. Actually, restrained is what I'll say. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to snarl. Since I'm so big and I can't get in between her and Clover, I'm just going to growl at her. Arr.
Okay. You want to go ahead and make an intimidation check?
Sure, yeah. Does that anything change for being a direwolf? That
They might have proficiency or a different bonus to it.
let me pull it up.
Your circle of the moon, right?
Yeah.
That, I believe that means you get whichever stat is higher.
Well, we're not. So I think I keep my charisma in that one. Not the direwolf's charisma. Right?
I think it's you keep intelligence, wisdom, and charisma unless their stat is higher. I could be mistaken on that, Joe, if you want to double check.
For now, we'll just go with that.
Okay.
Just to not slow things down too much.
Well, that's an 8.
Okay. You growl in this confined space. You kind of turn in at this little girl with a. At this point, she's got the barrel basically like to your chest, but that is gonna end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At that point, you just hear a loud bang from outside as glass and wood rip through the side of the house. Does a 20 hit Wisp Clover?
That'd do.
All right.
Which wall is breaking in, by the way? 'Cause I'm not like the wall that also your character is against.
Yeah. From that window
Okay.
that's behind her. Behind her, another glass explodes out from behind her. And you are struck in the shoulder for 36 piercing damage.
Is she also struck in the shoulder?
She is not.
That sounds a little sketchy, but okay.
Well, sharpshooter is one hell of a feat.
Through the wall.
No, it's not through the wall, it's
Great.
through the glass.
Impressive.
It's through the glass of the window. Those double windows you have, remember?
Sure.
And from outside, you now see a much older man. Looking out from the window, you see a much older man, mutton chop, white beard, white hair slicked back, a black eye patch over his right eye, this long black duster with these torn blue jeans, a black button-up shirt, and a white bandana tied around his neck. You see just across his chest a leather belt full of cartridges, and you see another 2 firearms strapped to his waist, this long-barreled rifle in his hands with this wide, wide-brimmed hat. And you hear from outside, "You can make this easy. We don't have to do it this way." And that's going to end his turn. Finnick, you hear several loud explosions coming from the direction of your home. Go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 1 to see how many turns it's going to take you to get home.
So I rolled a 2, so that would be 3.
Okay. So you spend this whole turn. This counts as 1 turn by the end of this round, okay?
Yeah, assuming if I heard the bangs,
Yeah,
I would
start
start dashing.
Yeah. Yep, that's what we're going off of. Tristan, roll a perception check at disadvantage. How heavy of a sleeper is Tristan?
18.
Okay, you're
18
fine.
and 3. No, my first was 18. Now it's 3.
3 plus what?
Reception 3 plus absolutely nothing. Oh no, but 5. I'm sorry. Wrong.
Okay.
Three,
You wake
so
up,
5,
Tristan.
8.
This is your turn. So go ahead and roll a. Both of you, Finnick and Tristan, go ahead and roll the thing.
Initiative?
Yes, thank you. Initiative.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Okay.
For a
7.
total of
For initiative.
For a total of 22.
What'd you roll, Tristan?
7.
Okay.
And that was a brand new dice I just got.
Tristan, it is now your turn. Because you are going last.
Oh, all right. So now, Eric, where exactly am I at right now?
You are in your bedroom on the opposite side of the hall.
And that's okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, I am going to just immediately use all my movement to get as close as I can to the sound.
You have to spend half your movement to stand because you were prone. So
Yep.
You have, 15 feet left?
Yes.
Okay. You're right there.
All right. And I'm going to end my. Is there anybody? Do I see anybody?
From where you are?
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
there's,
me.
there's a lot of people between you and
All right.
the
So
enemies.
then I'm just going to. I'm assuming Gormy he hears everything. I'm just gonna just. What is happening right now? Then that I can't really do anything with it. In my.
Okay. As you finish your turn, the gunman outside is going to use a legendary action to make another rifle shot. This time at the large direwolf. That is a 15.
That hits.
Okay. $19 piercing damage. As another bullet comes blasting through the window frame, slamming into your body. That means Finnick is up. So you spend this whole round running. Gormrug, you're up.
Which way does your door open, Clover?
Out.
All right, so I'm gonna rip the door open, having just heard 4 bangs
Go ahead and roll.
coming through.
Is your door locked, Clover? You typically lock
No.
your door? Okay, you can rip. You open
No.
it easy enough.
Only my windows.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna realize I'm staring at the hind end of a dire wolf,
Yep.
and just gonna take in that it's a dire wolf, some random small child, Clover's in there, and the window's been shattered. I'm gonna run out the back and hook around the house.
You have 35
Can I? That what? This what?
You have 35 feet?
Movement speed 40.
You go right there.
I can't reach him, can I?
You cannot.
Do you have bonus action dash?
Only if I burn a key point. Which I have all of them. So yeah, I'm gonna burn a key point to use my bonus action to get to him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch him in his stupid mutton chops.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
As you should.
That's a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I need to look something up. Aha. Yes. So at level 5, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna punch him again.
Okay, roll your attack.
That would be 19 plus 6 is enough.
That hits.
I'm not doing the math yet. So less, that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Action, movement, bonus action. That's got to be my turn at this point.
Okay. Because he's going to take his next legendary action, he is going to disengage from you. So he doesn't have to do that on his turn. And
Legendary action.
Well, he's already used 2.
And he gets them back every time he goes, every round. But it's not legendary resistances. Legendary actions replenish. And Gormrog, what is your passive perception?
$13.
Okay. It is the moon is really bright tonight. It is full moon tonight.
Oh shit.
Full bright moon. It's Katha, it's not Rhodus, for those of you who know the difference. And then we are not doing that. But it is a bright moon out tonight. Clover, you're up.
Booming blade rapier girl next to me.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, that was so close, but 19 plus 6, a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I wish it was a 20. 10, 17, 19 plus 6. 25. 25 piercing and 5 thunder.
Okay.
And I am going to bonus action hide under my bed.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth check for me.
18 plus stealth is plus 9. That is a 22 to hide.
Okay. You feel between all the chaos going on, there's smoke kind of filling the air now, and there's chips of wood just kind of raining down from where they hit the wall behind you. And just there's chaos going on, but you feel like you're pretty confident that you're able to hide in this space. All right, it is going to be her turn now. She is going to disengage. She is going to use her whole movement to go out the window that she came through.
Wouldn't she be restrained because I'm taking up the space?
You're absolutely right. She has to make a dexterity check to see if she can get out of it. What is your spellcasting DC? We'll use that.
What order? My spell like save DC?
Yeah.
That's 14.
14. Okay. We're gonna use that just because that's kind of like you trying to press against and hold her in this space with your form. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 11, so she does not escape. So that is going to use her bonus action. So instead, God damn it! I keep closing the thing. I don't mean to fucking close. She instead is going to go ahead and make 2. She's going to actually give herself. She pulls out a small bottle from her satchel, and she's going to go ahead and take a healing potion. Okay. So that is. We did bonus action. She can't move. So she's going to go ahead and attack now. 2 attacks against you, Whisper.
How many actions does she get?
Well, she couldn't move because I forgot she was restrained, so she can't use the disengage. So that she didn't get to use the disengage as a bonus
She took
action.
a potion.
Right,
So
she took
it's
the
not an
potion
action?
as a bonus action,
Oh.
and now her action's going to be to attack.
Alright.
Fair enough. That's 18 plus, so it's 26,
That'll hit.
and then 18.
Both will hit.
Okay, so that's first one does 18 piercing damage.
I revert back to Whisper.
Okay, and the second one hits you for 15 piercing damage.
And I will be using Sentinel to hit the girl since she attacked someone within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And my to hit is 13 plus 6, so 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Let me check something really quick. That is Sorry, 1 second, please.
You're good.
Once per turn, not per round. Okay. Wait, no, it's yeah. Okay. 1, 7, 8, 14, 17 damage.
Okay. How do you want to go ahead and take her out?
You know what? I'm under the bed. I'm just I'm slicing her foot off.
Okay. You whip the blade out from underneath the bed, slicing off the bottom of her foot, and she kind of falls down, slams against the ground, and for the moment appears to be unconscious and bleeding out.
Good.
Whisper, you're up.
Mm-hmm. So she's out.
Yes.
Or she's okay. Well, reverting back to Whisper just changed everything, so I need a second now. Alright.
Oh, I'm sorry. With his other legendary action, he's gonna reload his rifle.
Smart.
Can I see him from where I am?
Yeah, I'd say you could peek around that window and get an eye on him, but from where you are, he's gonna have half cover just because you have to look around the window.
Okay, I'm gonna lean out the window.
Okay.
How far away is he from me?
30 feet.
Cool. I am pissed. I'm leaning out the window. I put my arms out the window, look up the sky, and cast Call Lightning.
Okay. What kind of save does he have to make over that?
Alright, so a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on a point I could see within range.
60-foot radius.
Yes.
Jesus.
And you said I could see the moon in the sky, so I can see the sky pretty clearly.
Yep.
So excited.
What's your passive perception?
Me?
16.
Okay.
Or
We'll when we describe this, I've got more information to reveal to you.
All right. I choose a point I can see under the cloud, and a bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. So, sorry, Gormrock. Okay.
Unbridled rage tends to have consequences.
Okay.
I understand.
Then I need dice.
all the dice.
He rolled 24.
Okay, so he saves, but he takes half damage. Is it stormy outside or clear?
It was a clear night.
Okay. Well, now it's stormy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's going to take. Wait.
I rolled an 18 plus 6, by the way.
19 damage total, so he takes half damage.
So 9?
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you reach your hand outside and you start to summon the storm cloud, they swirl around for a moment, almost obscuring the moon a bit, even though it's still shining bright in the space around it. You reach your hand out, slam the lightning bolt down into the space, and in that moment where the lightning flashes, you see floating in the sky 2 massive wings flapping. You see the outline of a wyvern, a form you're quite familiar with. Several long ribbons hanging from its saddle. Up on its back, you see, wielding the familiar long halberd in his right hand, your brother mounted atop.
What a dick.
But he looks different. There is something different. As the moon kind of reflects against his eyes, they don't reflect back normally. They glow like 2 moons on his face. That in your turn?
I'm thinking. Yeah. Can I? Yes, that ends my turn. I think I'm reading this right. Then yes, I
Okay.
can't do that. So sorry.
It is going to be his turn now. He took his disengage as a legendary action, so he's going to move away from you, Gormrog. 30. He is going to fire off a shot at you, Gormrog. That's 13.
That does not hit.
Okay. He is going to take an action surge and go ahead and reload, make another attack, and then reload again. That's a 17 to hit.
That will hit. And I'm going to use my reaction to try and catch it.
Oh, monk shit.
Don't monk shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 24 piercing damage.
It's not going to catch it, but I am going to reduce it by 10 points.
Okay, so you take 14 piercing damage.
Oh, I'm gonna look.
Okay.
And then for his bonus action, he is going to dash. Okay.
The fuck is this guy that he's got action surges and dashes on his bonus actions and legendary actions? I don't like this.
Mm-mm.
Tristan,
Where
you're
is he
up.
now?
Me? Thought I was last.
Yeah.
Oh, did Phoenix? Oh, he's running still. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm going to go right. I'm gonna run out and see. I'm assuming after I run out past that area, I'm gonna see just the
Which way you
broken
going? Back door or
walls
front door?
and windows.
Where are you going, pal?
I'm gonna go out the door. I'm gonna go where Gormrog. I'm going outside.
Okay.
I have 45 feet, so as far as that'll get me.
45, right? That gets you there.
Yep. All right, so. All right, I am not sure how much further anybody else can see. I can't really see 2 more squares past where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So the guy who's been shooting is all the way down here.
Okay.
He's about 60 feet away from you at this point. A little
Okay.
bit more. The wyvern is way up in the air for far back enough where it's not like actively going to engage in this battle. It's just kind of watching.
Okay, so as I get out there, I'm going to rage, which that and use my wild surge. Five. So whenever a creature hits me with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magical lash out of retribution. So while I'm in rage, every time I get attacked by a creature, they have to take 1d6 force damage.
Okay. That is on your turn.
Yes.
You have an action left if you want to dash.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I have 2 actions.
No, you don't have 2 actions. You have 1 action, but you haven't
I'm
used it.
do what action? Wait. I didn't use my action. I just used my movement.
Right.
I will use my action to get closer to. I'm gonna go for Gormrog second, but I'm gonna more to what's happening.
You have 45 feet of movement, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You get pretty close to him. He's going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn to go ahead and shoot you.
Okay.
That's 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So back up to the top. There's the girl. She's down. Oh, no, it's not the girl. I'm sorry. I messed that up. Finnick, you're up. So that's 2 rounds down.
I just want to cast a sending while I'm
Sure.
running probably to Gormrog, being like, "What's going on? I heard explosions. Are you guys okay?"
Whisper and Clover have been shot. Gunman's running away. Tristan and I chasing. Fucking dragon.
Okay, and running,
Okay. At the end of your turn,
running.
the shooter is going to use a legendary action to dash. Go another 30 feet.
Ugh, gross. Is he far enough where I could see where he's at, or no?
I'll say roll a perception check for me.
So 16.
I will say you see shapes moving around in the darkness in front of you. Still, like, almost 300 feet off.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, you move, 60 feet around?
Yeah, with the
So
dash action.
6, 12. You got at least 120 feet, probably a little bit more, because you got to actually get into the map area. So, you see shadows ahead of you. You can't really determine who's who. You just see bodies kind of in the darkness. Gormog, you're up.
How far is he from me? I lost track with your numbers.
Yeah, we can't see him on the map.
I'm actually running out of space here. He's about 90 feet away from you.
Fuck. Okay. That has to be melee. Fuck. Okay. Movement 40 feet. Bonus action, burn a key point 40 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
How far?
He is now approximately 10 feet away from you.
Pulling out 2 kunai from my belt. Attack.
Okay.
I mean, technically by blah blah standards, they're darts, but
Right.
I'm a monk and I can do what I want.
Damn right.
It would help if I had the stats up. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Of course, the most dangerous dice of the dice. The most dangerous die. D4. Yes. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need to double check something. No, so that would only be if I used my flurry of blows, which would count as a bonus action. That only counts as a melee attack. I have nothing else I can do.
Okay. He is going to use, at the end of your turn, another legendary action, his last for the round, to run another 30 feet.
Jesus.
He's so annoying.
Don't worry, guys. He's running closer to me.
Chloe, you're up.
I'm actually going to change my plans. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Word on Whisper. And that is 6 points. I'm sorry, it's so low. I can't do a lot.
No, it's so good right now. It's so good right now.
How far away is he from the house now?
Like 120 to 150 feet.
Okay. Clover is going to use her movement to go upstairs to an upstairs window.
Okay.
And she's going to shoot her crossbow at him from there. Because it is out of the 90 feet range, she rolls it at disadvantage.
Correct. What's the max range on that?
320.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Awesome. Go ahead and roll your attack.
And that is with, by the way, a high quality crossbow
Bolt. Awesome.
Yes. Okay. That is a 17.
That just hits.
Wait. No. I only rolled once. I didn't roll a disadvantage. Okay, the second one was higher. Okay, it was 15.
Okay, that hits.
1d8 plus 4. 1d8. 6 plus 4. 10 damage.
Okay, alrighty. That ends your turn, Clover?
It does. That is all I can do. How much of my movement did it take to get up to that window?
We haven't laid out how the second floor looks yet.
Well, let's just say it took me 30 feet.
Sure.
I'm going to use my remaining 5 feet to step away from the window.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Okay, Whisper, you're up.
Can I see him?
Who?
The guy running away.
I mean, he's really fucking far, and
How far is he? You just said he was within range of her crossbow, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So he's like 120 to 150 feet away. So
That's
I mean,
fine.
you have to kind of step over the dead body at this point and look out the window. But I would say, yeah, you could see him if you wanted to.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna look out the window. I'm gonna let out this like primal scream and cast Earthbind on him.
Okay.
300 feet range.
All right.
Awesome.
What is
He has to succeed on a strength saving throw. To beat a 14.
He is not a strong person, so he only rolled an 8.
Yellow strips of magical energy loop around him. I'm gonna say they have like leaves coming off of them too.
Okay.
His damn, I didn't read the spell very well. Is this only for airborne? No. What does it mean? Damn, I thought this would bind him to the ground, but it might not because he's not a flying creature.
No.
This would have been so cool.
It just says choose one creature you can see within range.
Yeah.
If it's flying,
Yeah.
it is reduced.
So is he restrained?
What's the spell? Let me look it up.
Earthbind.
I have
I'm
it pulled up.
confused reading it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
how-
it doesn't have to be flying.
Yeah. So what happens?
It just says or if it's or
Yeah.
it's flying.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. Well, he failed.
Use that on your brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's a concentration spell though.
Yeah. I dropped concentration on the storm, so the storm is gone.
Okay.
So I have him bound. Give 1 minute.
Was Call Lightning still up?
No, it faded
No.
because of the other thing.
I had to drop concentration, so now the skies are clear again.
All right. Does that end your turn, Whisper?
Would it look like I would hurt myself if I jump out the window?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Okay.
And and she's dead, right? Like
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, at this point she is
Okay.
passed.
He did.
Yeah. Then yes, I'm jumping out the window and going to chase after 35 feet speed.
You don't get to know her story.
Okay.
We might.
And that ends your turn, Whisper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as the storm begins to fade and you jump out the window, you hear from the skies above you as the familiar roar of a wyvern as it tucks its wings and begins to dive bomb straight at you, taking its action and its full movement to move 160 feet.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
That thing takes up so many spaces.
Jesus.
Whisper, what did you do?
We didn't do anything.
You also that's 22 to hit.
That hits. I'm going down.
13 piercing damage as an arrow slams into your back from your brother's longbow that he keeps with him on the wyvern.
I'm unconscious. Earthbind drops.
Okay.
He is also, as a bonus action, going to he's not going to do that right now. Not right now. He's going to take another attack action against you, though. You are prone, so it's a disadvantage. That's not going to hit. That's a 2 plus whatever, so. The next arrow does miss you.
Would I be like dead if it, like, what are your rolls for dead?
Melee attacks count
Yeah.
as a critical hit, which is 2 failed death saving throws.
Okay.
Range attacks count as 1 because they're not considered critical. And then if you
Alright.
roll a natural 1, it's 2 failed death save. If you roll a natural 20, you come back with 1 hit point.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Avenge me.
That is going to end his turn for now.
You're not dying, Whisper.
Seeing as how he is no longer bound, he is going to
I tried.
action, dash, movement, bonus action, dash, move 120 feet.
Is he close to me yet?
Yes, Cece. Finnick, you now see the outline of a person with a very long gun running towards you.
Perfect. I don't know if it's my turn yet, though.
It is not your turn. Tristan, you're up.
All right. So I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay. Your rage fades
Yes.
because you've not been hurt.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my action to also run closer,
To who?
not knowing what's going on behind
Yes.
me.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on behind me.
So that's
So,
45 feet. We're kind of moving off the
Yeah.
map here. So you're 45
Yeah,
feet.
yeah. And I'm gonna to wherever we were going, just chasing him down.
You're gonna use your action to dash as well?
Going up behind me, so I'm not turning around.
You're using action to dash as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
And I'm not. Yeah. I'm not
90
raging.
feet. He still is still gaining distance on you, but you, out of everyone so far, you and Gormrog are keeping at least eyes on him, even though he is gaining on you. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a dash to move another 30 feet.
I'm just gonna use it for my free action to just scream, "Gormy!"
You're pretty much right next to Gormrog.
Oh, okay. I know if he was a little bit further ahead or not.
No, you and Gormrog kind of are keeping.
Oh, if he's right there, then I'm gonna really quick just be like, "What is happening?" Doing that.
Okay. Finnick, you're up. You see your friends chasing some guy with a cowboy hat and a long gun.
Cool. I'm just, assuming he's a bad guy. Fuck, what do I want to do? Okay. Because I'm predictable. Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
And I'm going, or wait. Nope. We're good. Hold the hit. It's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. 2d8 plus 2d6. So he takes only 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
However, I have a question. Am I able to see Whisper's brother, or is he too far?
It's pretty far. What's your dark vision range?
Only 60 feet.
Yeah, no, you can't see that far at the dark.
I do have a question though, because I rolled
Really?
2 3s in my d8. I can create a second bolt. Can I use that same bolt to attack the same guy?
Yeah.
So I have to make a new attack roll for a 26 to hit. Oh, that's good. 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to use another legendary action to keep.
Wait.
Yep.
That was just my action.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Hold on.
Like dirty in there. Really bad.
I will spend sorcery points to quicken spell, and I will use the Blade Ward cantrip.
Okay.
So I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage
Okay.
until the end of my next turn.
And that does end your turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now he dashes away from you. What is the range on your goggles, Clover? That's a good point I didn't think of before.
Oh, that is a very good point. My dark vision is only 60 feet.
Okay.
But you said it's a full moon.
Yes,
So how
it
bright is that?
It is pretty light out with the full moon. So I'll say, for the purposes of this, we'll double dark vision ranges for everyone.
Cool. So then I don't 20.
So 120. Okay, that's cool.
So Clover, at this point, you've lost sight of everyone as they're running down, but you also see the giant wyvern land in front of your friend.
Yeah, I've lost sight of them. I trust Gormrog at this point. I
Yeah.
have a different focus.
Finnick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have quicken spell.
Okay.
So
Okay, so I'll add that back on there. Okay.
I'll instead use that for Mind Sliver.
Okay.
So it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Failed.
DC 15.
He failed.
Okay. So 9 points of psychic damage, and you subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Okay. Just remind me, because I will forget that.
Okay.
Okay, Gormrog, you are up.
So last time I hit him, he was 20 feet away.
Yes.
And then he moved 120 feet in a turn.
And then another 30 just now.
And then he moved another 30 twice.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Which, after Tristan and after Finnick.
Correct.
So that's 200 feet away from me.
I'll trust your math.
And I heard the wyvern scream.
Yep.
I've got 120 feet of dark vision now, since you said it was doubled.
Correct.
Can I look back and see that the wyvern is at my house?
How many feet have you run thus far? It's 40...
Not that much. It was only like 80 feet.
80, I feel like it was more, but I'll trust you. So yeah, you can look back and see the wyvern has kind of come down and landed into the ground. You see the dirt splattering up over the body of, in front, a few feet away from your downed friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something really stupid, and I'm gonna burn another key point and movement, and go all the way back to my house, to stand over the dead body of my friend, interposing myself between her and a fucking dragon.
That's what, 90 feet? 90 feet total?
80 feet here, total.
Okay.
And out loud to myself, this is so dumb, this is so dumb, this is so dumb. And I'm gonna fucking hold my action to punch either the dragon or the lycanthropic beast that is riding the dragon. Because, you know, when in doubt, punch it out.
Whisper, where is the moonflower that you got before?
In my pouch,
You may do so now.
probably in my room with my armor and.
Okay. All right. Okay, Gormrog, Clover, you're up.
Healing potion, action or bonus action?
Bonus action to take, action to give.
Okay. I'm going to take a greater potion healing with my bonus action. Is 8, 12 plus 4, 16. Okay. Okay, I'm going to from the spot I am kind of
turn that light back off.
Donald, please be careful. Go ahead, Whisper, Clover.
how I'm like hidden kind of like in the corner of the window. Can I see the wyvern from where I am?
From the second floor window, yeah, 100%. You see this massive fucking pseudo dragon sitting in your front yard, essentially.
Can I shoot it from hidden?
You'd have to roll a stealth check first, because every time you attack, you reveal yourself.
Would that have been a bonus action though if I roll for stealth? Because
Yeah, it would be a bonus action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna shoot my crossbow then.
Sure. At the
'Cause I
wyvern
don't
or
have-
at the rider?
That's a good question. At the rider.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Plus 7. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
D8 plus 4. And that is 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I will use some of my remaining speed to just move. I think I want to go back downstairs so that it's easier for me to get to.
Okay, so
next
30
round.
feet
So I'm gonna.
back down to the first.
Yep.
All right.
Not near any windows.
Okay. Where do you want to be?
Thank you.
Where do you want to be on the first floor? In your room? Like in the back?
Let's say just outside of my bedroom. like between the door to my bedroom and the door to the outside. I want to be right there.
Sure.
Cool. And that is all.
Okay. He's going to use the person with the gun is going to use another legendary action to do his final dash. Just moving insanely far from you guys at this point.
How far from me would you say he is now?
Probably 70 feet.
Fair.
It's Clover. Okay, Whisper. Roll a death saving throw.
How do you want me to? Do you want me to say it out loud, or
Yeah, let everyone know. Let them know
Okay.
where we're at.
it's a 5?
That's one fail. The life force begins to seep from Whisper's body.
You're okay, babe.
Okay, it is going to be their turn now. The wyvern, with him on its back, is going to move right up to you, Gormrog.
That triggers my held action.
Yep, go ahead and make your attacks.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
All right, that is a 6 on a d6. Plus 3 for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's 12.
You are now stunned.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, that is your attacks, correct?
That was my held action. Yeah.
Okay. Seeing you stun his wyvern. He is going to cast a spell on himself. And then he is going to attack you.
Also, I just need to say I feel dumb because I don't have Quicken spell, so I couldn't have cast Mind Sliver as a bonus action. Dumb bitch hours, once again.
Sorry, I just gotta make sure I got this right. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, so he has advantage against you because he's mounted. So his first attack is a 21 to hit. He cast Zephyr Strike on himself, so it deals an extra 1d8 force damage.
I'm already below half health. This is gonna be fun, guys.
Oh no.
That's 15 slashing damage, right, from a halberd? Yep, 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
He is going to make his next attack against you.
Uh-huh.
This one is not a Zephyr Strike. That is a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that does 7 slashing damage.
I only had 3 hit points left.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
This is
So
fantastic.
as he slashes those 7 points, the half-orc standing over Whisper is going to drop to one knee,
It's okay, guys.
and then the flame motifs that line his arms and his spine are going to glow, and he's going to stand up again with 1 hit point.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Let's
because
go.
he's a half orc and has relentless endurance.
With that, he is going to jump down from the wyvern, landing directly next to you. And he just slams the halberd down into the ground as he comes down, like rides it almost like a pole jumping down. And he pulls out the 2 scimitars that he keeps at his side.
Oh, good. Great. I love it.
So he can change weapons and make attacks
changing
and
weapons are
cast
free action.
spells.
Zephyr Strike's a bonus action. 2 attacks is an action. Changing weapons is a free action. Everyone good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, one hit point, and he just pulled out 2 scimitars right next to me, next to a wyvern. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Hey, you stunned his wyvern, so. But that is.
He murdered Whisper.
Not yet.
He's not dead yet.
False equivalence, man. Come on.
Okay, that ends his turn. It is the assassin's turn. Fucking boogies. He is at this point. He has run so far that even you, Tristan, are losing sight of him.
Does he ever get within melee range of me? Could I ever make a attack of opportunity?
He would not have gotten in melee range with you.
Damn it. Figured I'd ask.
No worries. Okay. Tristan, you're up. You see, you see Gormrog like suddenly turn around as you guys are running and boogie back towards the house.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a sharp stop. I can stop in the dirt and then run right back. Whatever amount of speed I have. How close will I get with my first 45?
If you get 90 feet closer.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
You gotta wait one more turn to get there again.
Yeah,
you guys ran a while.
And I'm not gonna. Yeah, and I'm just gonna end my turn. I'm not gonna waste anything.
Okay. Finnick, you're up. This is what, round 4?
5.
This is round
Who
5.
is keeping track of that?
All right, so you are now in view. This takes your whole turn, dash action, everything. But you are here. You are on the map.
Point.
You are here.
I am there. Okay. How far am I from Whisper's brother?
35 feet.
Wicked. There's so many things I want to do, but I'm just scared they're not going to work.
I have 1 hit point. Please just do it.
Fuck it.
Not over.
Oh god. Oh, okay. You know what? No, I'm going Chaos Bolt because tried and true. So that is a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. 2d8 plus 2d6. Don't fuck me. Okay. 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 15 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think I can do anything else for the time being.
Gormrog, you are up.
Gormrog, you just watch this flash of crackling lightning whiz past your head. Strike him in the head.
Okay. I get 2 attacks.
Let's go.
And then I'm gonna burn my last key point and make 2 more attacks.
Okay.
And all 4 are going to be at Bellin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
First one. Shit, that's an 11 plus 6 is 17?
That does not hit.
Fuck. Second one, 17 plus 6, 23.
That hits.
Okay, that's gonna cause 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Third hit. It's 19 plus 6 is 25.
That hits.
Another 4 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm
Okay.
rolling ones on this fucking d6. But because it was a flurry of blows hit that connected, please roll a dexterity saving throw.
And so, oh wait, no, that's gone. Never mind.
That is a 7.
He is now prone,
Okay.
which means my last attack gets done at advantage. (18 plus 6 is enough.
Yep.
It's 24, so last hit. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So, you swing the first time, and he brings the blades up and kind of knocks your hand to the side, but it opens up the other portion of his body. You slam him twice. Kind of, he wrenches his back and loses his footing and falls to the ground. And you just overhand hammer fist down into his chest. Just full orcish rage building inside your body. He's kind of, as you do that, you look at him. You see his eyes are gone. They're just 2 glowing moons on his face. And you see the smile kind of creep onto his face.
Oh, fuck.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That ends your turn, Gormog.
Mm-hmm.
Clover, you are up.
Okay, I am running straight up to Whisper, and I am bonus action healing word on her.
You don't have to get right next to her to do that, so you know. Healing word, I think, has a 30-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want to be?
I want to be right next to her.
Oh, okay, cool.
I actually, if I have enough movement, I would like to be even like on the other side of her so that I am closer to Dude. Okay, and that was 6 healing points for Whisper.
Okay. Whisper.
And then I'm doing Rapier with Booming Blade. That is.
No. They're out of your range. They're not that close to you.
I just said I wanted to be next to Dude, and you moved me there.
I moved you next to Whisper. Oh, on this side. You were here.
Oh no, Dude is Dude. Whisper is Whisper.
What's your speed?
30.
Okay, let me see if I can make this work. You were here, so.
If she ran between Whisper and I, she probably could have made it then.
I mean, 30's here.
Oh. Well, then I'm gonna stay. Put me there. Put me where as far as I could legally go. And instead of that, I'm just going to shoot my crossbow at him.
Okay. He's prone,
Okay.
so it's a disadvantage.
Okay. First roll was a 19. Second roll was a 13 plus 7. Dirty 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
What am I looking at right now? Oh, 1d8 plus 4. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
We're all proud of you right now.
12 damage. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. That ends your turn, Clover. Whisper, you are up.
Oh, you're right. I could have hopped, but I didn't think about it.
Hop takes a bonus action or no?
I'll need to look it up.
Okay.
I'm talking to the viewers.
No worries.
All right. It's my turn and I'm up. Right? Okay. I'm going to try and wild shape again as
Okay.
bonus action.
Bonus action.
Go ahead and roll.
Regretting regretting this part of my character right now.
What'd you get?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Alright. I have to randomize. Sorry, my random number generator is loading. I turn into a giant rat.
Okay.
Awesome.
That could be worse.
Good.
More than 1 HP.
Okay.
And I need to find a giant rat stats. Okay, cool. I will try to bite. He's within melee range of me, right?
You have to move up 5 feet, but you're good.
Okay, well, I will move up 5 feet and try to bite him. And is there an ally that is within 5 feet?
Yes, there is.
Him?
Me.
Cool.
Yay.
All right, well, I get advantage on the attack roll. Cool. 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Too bad I'm a rat. That's 3 piercing damage.
Okay. So you run over, you on the ground, you just shift your body, turning into this giant rat. You skitter over to your brother's now prone form. You just slam down your teeth into his forearm, and he just kind of holds it up and pulls you a little closer to look you in the eyes, and all you see are those orbs as he looks at you. But that ends your turn, correct?
He's prone, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if I were to run away, would he get an opportunity attack or no?
Yeah, he would. They still get an opportunity attack. It's just a disadvantage, I believe.
Okay. Then, yeah, that'll end my turn. Then.
Okay. Now it is his turn. He is going to use half his movement to stand up. The wyvern is going to. As the wyvern kind of comes out of its stun, it looks down at you, Gormrog, and you see that vicious barbed tail come up and shoot down towards you. That's a natural 19 plus whatever.
Jeez.
So Gormrog, you feel the tail slam deep into your chest. You feel the poison pulse into you, and you fade to black. The wyvern is going to use its movement, which is only 20 feet. Clover, it's going to use its other attack to bite at you.
Okay.
That's 28 to hit.
It hits.
Are they within 60 feet of me, or no?
Yeah.
Silver barbs.
Okay.
So you re-roll and use the lower roll.
Okay.
And then I will give Clover advantage
Okay. It's
on your next attack roll.
It's a 16 to hit. Does that hit?
And uncanny. Oh, me?
Yeah. Does it hit?
That one. I am going to shield and no.
Okay. So, as the creature comes over, you see a flash in its eyes as magic slams across its face as it bites down into the space around you. But you hold up a hand and manage to cast a shield. It bites down on the shield, and you just see the inside of this creature's mouth as a drool kind of flows out across your arcane barrier between you two.
Yikes.
Bellon is going to go ahead and make his attacks against you, Whisper. As he stands up and looks at the rat form, he makes his first swing with the scimitar. That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
That's 10 slashing damage.
I revert back to Whisper.
As you now stand face to face with your brother, you see almost cold indifference in those glowing eyes. He brings up the sword to strike at you with the next strike, and you hear him in there's a reverberation to his voice that is unnatural as he says it. Dial wants to see you. And he swings the other blade at you. That's 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Yes.
Silvery barbs. Oh wait, no, I already used my reaction. Damn it! I wish I could.
That's another 10 damage, but this is going to be bludgeoning as he turns and hits you with the handle.
Yeah, I'm out.
I wish I could have more than one reaction.
All right.
Having a reaction would be nice, wouldn't it?
That is going to end his turn. Tristan, you are up.
Yes. So what am I seeing right now from everything that just happened? What am I directly seeing?
You see a wyvern stab your brother in the chest and knock him unconscious.
Yep.
You see Whisper holding up an arcane shield as the wyvern is now like chewing on it, trying to get through to her.
Okay.
You see Bellon knock out Whisper.
Okay, so I'm going to. What's the closest I can get with 45 feet?
You can get right up to him.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. As I see that, this one's going to see that and like see a little glitch in him, and he's gonna spark into a very hard rage where all the scales go into a hard spark of yellow and black, and his eyes glow. 2 and with 2 you teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space until your rage ends. Yep. So every turn as a bonus action, I can
teleport.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use that right now.
Right.
It doesn't say I'm forced to. I just can.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up to what the closest.
Okay. The closest
where
would be
he's
Bellon.
at. Yeah. And start attacking.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
14 plus. Oops, back up. All right, 14 plus 6. So, math.
20.
19.
That hits.
All right. Here. D4. Wait, where's my 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Okay.
9 damage from first attack. And I'm going to just wildly rage and swing again.
Okay.
Second attack. For 19.
That'll hit.
For another 2d6. Which is 4 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11? Okay.
Yes.
You slam your sword into his side, and he kind of looks at as the blades slam into his shoulder, and they're drawing blood. He kind of just looks at it, and then looks up at you, and you see those moon-like eyes that he stares back at you coldly. As you pull the blade from the wound, you see these silvery black tendrils kind of work their way out, grab the wound and start to try and pull it closed.
Cool. Yeah. That's fine.
I would like to say I could use a bonus action for something, but I can only do it for doing one thing.
You used it to
And I had...
Finnick, you're up.
Yep.
Well, this is kind of a fucking Hail Mary here. I'll move 30 feet closer so that Bellin is within 30 feet.
You can get melee range if you wanted to.
No, I'll back up a little bit.
How far back do you want to be?
Let's go like 10 feet away from
right,
him.
He
Bonus
has a
action, I'm
halberd.
gonna... What?
Nothing at all. Keep going.
Bonus action, converting sorcery points into an extra spell slot.
Okay.
Second level spell slot. And I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And it has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
This is a charmed effect, correct?
Control effect.
Right.
But
it's
I
charming.
believe...
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
charming.
charmed.
So he has advantage, and he rolled a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
What does that mean?
Gives him disadvantage.
Okay. So I'd still... He would have had advantage. The first die I rolled was a natural 20.
You have to use the lower roll.
Right. They can't...
Yeah.
Advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out, so it's only one roll.
So it's a straight roll.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. It's fine, guys. We'll have backup characters, right? Except for
Yeah, this is a bunch of bullshit.
I've got like 90 of those. Yeah. Yeah, I could just pull one of those out.
Okay. That ends your turn, Finnick?
I just started my cosplay.
Because I used my bonus action. I guess that
Okay.
ends my
Gormrod,
turn.
go ahead and roll a death saving throw for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. How do these work?
If it's 10 or lower, it's a fail. If it's 11 or higher,
No,
it's
it's
a
9
success.
or lower. It's a fail.
No, 10. 10 or
Yeah,
higher.
9 or lower, it's a fail. 10 or above it, it succeeds.
So that means there's 11 numbers that would be successful.
But
and
also,
9
with the
numbers.
silvery barbs, even though it didn't work, I will give advantage to Gormrog on his saving throw.
This isn't a saving throw.
This is a death saving
Yeah,
throw.
saving throw.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, whatever. Cool. Advantage, Gormrog.
They're gonna give it to Gormrog and not Whisper.
Well, Whisper is technically not going to have to make death saving throws.
What?
So he hit her with the blunt end of the object. He didn't go for the kill blow.
All right. 18 and 13.
Okay.
So 18.
One success.
It's one success.
Clover, you're up. You're being harried by a massive lizard creature.
Yeah, if I move to the other side of him, am I within 5 feet of him and the other enemy?
No.
you see that little-
He is 10 feet away from here. I know it's hard to see.
Okay.
It's 10 feet here. But you moved here, you could get, and there would be 10 feet distance.
Yeah, no, I'm going to move up to the other enemy. I'm going to take a disengage on the wyvern so that I'm flanking with Tristan.
Okay.
And then I'm doing rapier with booming blade against Whisper's
How
brother.
many more of those you have?
How many more of what?
Booming blades.
It's not a it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was a 19. Why can't I roll a 20? 19 plus 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 15, and 7. 15 piercing and 7 thunder.
Okay.
I already disengaged. I'm just here now. This is where I put myself.
Okay. He is going to regain hit points at the start of his turn.
Delightful.
Oh, fuck. And you said you didn't want to kill us?
Just gonna get me.
Okay, the wyvern is going to go ahead and come around here and make all of its attacks against you, Clover.
Julio.
First, starting with the tail, it kind of shoots down towards your minute form.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to put up a shield.
Okay.
And that lasts for the remainder of this.
Yep. So it's going to make
Yeah.
its bite attack against you, and that's going to be way less. That's only a 10 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. Bellon is seeing how you guys have both flanked him now, and he has no choice but to keep fighting. He is going to go ahead and make his attacks against you, Tristan. But first, he's going to cast another Zephyr Strike on himself. So that, and then first attack is 16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so you take.
Sentinel. I get a reaction against him for hitting Tristan instead of me.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits. Hold on one second.
Mhm.
6. That's 14. 14 slashing damage, Tristan.
All right, half because I'm raged.
Yep. Only 6 damage is halved because that's the magical. The other part's force. The 8 is force
Alright,
damage.
so-
You take
Say
8
again?
force damage.
8.
Yeah. And then you take 3 slashing damage.
Got it.
Okay, how much damage did you do, Clover?
17 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah! Oh, I don't know if Whisper wants me to kill him. This is a predicament because she is dead. And I would like my rapier to go right through his shoulder, knocking him unconscious. Can that be a non-lethal blow?
If you want to make it non-lethal, yeah, that's fine.
I would like to just tie him up really, really lots and
Okay.
take him inside.
It's going to take another action to tie him up
Yeah,
and everything
for
like
sure,
that.
for
But
sure.
you
Yeah.
pull back, you stabbed him through the shoulder, and as you do, you see those silvery tendrils kind of wrap around your blade as you do.
Oh,
And
okay.
you pull out and you see them sit there, and he stands there for a moment, looks down at it, slumps down to his knees, and rocks back, sitting almost in like a sitting position. But that does not allow him to make his other strike. So that's the end of his turn, which means Finnick is up next.
Okay, well, we got problems here. So, because the wyvern is still.
Yep.
Cool. I have no spell slots. I will walk up to Gormrog, use healing hands, so he regained 5 hit points. And then you said Whisper is just unconscious. She's not making death saves?
Yep.
That will be my turn for now.
Okay. Gormrog, go ahead and make. Oh wait, no, you're conscious again, correct?
Yep, 5 hit points.
Okay, Gormrog, what do you want to do on your turn?
Gasping for air. Gonna sit bolt upright. Look around. Is Whisper on the ground next to me?
Yep.
I'm gonna roll over, lift her head, and pour a greater potion of healing down her throat.
Okay.
Good.
4d4 plus 4.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
that.
Go ahead, Whisper. I can, or do you want to roll it?
You can
Your
roll.
choice. Okay. Let me find some d4s. All right. We got 2 green ones, a purple one, and one with a duck in it.
Let's go.
Okay. 15 points of healing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You guys having fun? You guys having fun?
And now, movement. I'm gonna spend half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
Look around, see that what's his face is down on the ground. There's still a wyvern here. I have 20 feet of movement, so I figure I can get into melee range with this wyvern.
I mean, you're already in melee range. It's right next to you.
Oh, perfect. Terrifying, but perfect. Pull out my magic short, or I don't know if it's magic, but my short sword +1.
It is not magical.
I wasn't sure if we said it was magical or just sharpened.
We said it was just a sharpened one.
And I'm going to take 2 attacks unless feeding her the potion was an action.
That's an action, yeah.
Okay, then I'm not going to do that. And I don't have any key points left. So I'm just gonna look at the dragon and go, fuck.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, Clover, you're up.
Again? Nice. I'm just gonna whip right around and continue to do what I do. The rapier with the booming blade.
Sure. Go
I might be a one-trick pony, but it's a good trick.
ahead.
Girl, same.
That was an 11 to hit.
That does not hit. Do you want to move it all?
I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me just look at my other things really quick. Bonus actions.
Well, the booming blade's an action or a bonus action?
Booming blade is a cantrip.
Right.
Booming blade attaches to a melee attack.
Right, but does it have a casting requirement, like an action or a bonus action?
It attaches itself to an action.
Okay.
So my miss, that was my action. So now I'm looking at bonus actions.
10-4.
Sorry, we talked about that and I forgot what I was doing. No, you know what? I'm just gonna disengage and I'm gonna move back like 15 feet. That sounds good.
Okay. All right. So you're moving back 10 feet from the wyvern?
Yeah, I kind of like lost my train of thought, so I guess that's fine.
All right, it's going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
I know. I said I disengaged.
Oh, I missed that part. My bad. I'm doing stuff too.
There's a lot going on, I know.
Whisper, you're up.
All right, if I put a 10-foot radius sphere in between the wyvern and my brother, will it hit the wyvern and my brother? It'll be 20 feet diameter.
20 feet diameter?
Well, it's 10-foot radius, so yeah.
So that works.
I don't know math, guys. Come on.
From the center
Radius-
of the point, it's
So-
10 foot with a radius, so. Are they 20 feet apart from each other?
No.
They're
Yeah,
further
what
than
she
20
said.
feet?
Yeah. He's here, and then there's 5 feet, and then your brother.
So he is within, so they're within 20 feet of each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, that's what
Yeah, okay.
I'm confused.
In that circle, who is looking the worst?
Gormrod, yeah.
Okay. I am going to twist a piece of vine from my hair and cast Wither and Bloom
Okay.
in that circle. So they both, my passed out brother and the wyvern, have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, your brother automatically fails because he's
Yeah.
unconscious. And the wyvern rolled a 13.
All right, he fails.
Okay.
They both fail, so they take 10. I rolled 6. Yeah, 10 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and Gormrog gets to roll an unspent hit dice and add 3 to it to heal himself.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank
Okay, so
you.
your brother takes a failed death saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
He's not actively losing them, but seeing as if you've damaged him,
Yeah.
he takes that. He loses 1, and the wyvern still looks fine, but he takes a little bit of the vine. You see the vines kind of creep onto its body, rot in place, and singe in before blowing off in the breeze towards Gormrug.
And the grass in that area all dies.
Okay.
You said +3?
Roll your hit die and then add
Uh-huh.
a +3 to it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a total of 6.
So that's, you get that much hit points.
Considering I only had 5. Thank you.
Okay. That ends your turn, Whisper?
I wish I had more I could do. Yeah, that's. Where am I in relation to the wyvern?
You stood up. You're right here. The wyvern's here.
Mhm.
You're 10
So
feet away
I'm not
from
with. Am I within? Not within melee.
it. No, well, you are within melee from its tail, but not in your own melee.
Hmm. So if I moved, it would attack me.
It could, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not moving.
Okay. All right. At that, as you're all standing around, you see as you're all standing there, those tendrils that are coming out of the wound on your brother, you see them reaching up towards the moonlight and glowing as the wounds stitch back up on his chest.
No,
Oh
I
shit,
should kill them.
you can regain hit points.
And he is going to use half his movement to stand.
Wait a damn minute. Oh. Hilarious. I love this.
He is going to move here, so Tristan gets an attack of opportunity.
I will take it. That's a 5.
That misses.
Yeah.
He is going to... The wyvern's going to kind of lower its head down. He's going to reach up and grab and pull himself up onto the back of the wyvern. So, Gormrog, Whisper, and Clover, go ahead and make attack of opportunity.
Oh. Guys, I can't make this up. I keep getting fucking 19s. I feel weird because you guys can't see my rolls, but
That's fine. I trust you.
Okay.
The number of the day.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
rolled 19s.
Didn't you roll a bunch of 19s before we started streaming too?
I did.
Yeah, and she
I was
said she
making
was going to use them all up.
Okay.
You'll never roll a 19 again.
You proved your point, Thom. That was a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits. I will say his movements seem different now. Where he was moving very fluid before, it's almost like his body is being forced to move at this point.
That was 17 damage.
Okay, you knock him down again as he comes over to the wyvern and goes to pull himself up. You stab him in the side, and he drops down. The wyvern's going to use its action to pick him up with its mouth, though.
Wait a minute.
What?
Some of us may have hit him as well.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
The wyvern's
yelling at
not
me.
picking him up yet.
Go ahead and what'd you roll?
I rolled a 17 plus 7 with my +1 short sword.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that's 2 failed death saving throws. And Whisper, what did you want to do?
I got a 10.
Okay. So the
Okay.
wyvern picks him up, unfurls its massive wings, and you all feel the power behind as it flaps them. You can all flow back for a second as it launches itself up 80 feet into the air. All of you have used your reactions at this point, so you cannot make
That
a
is
tax
true.
opportunity.
Did Finnick use her reaction?
I don't have one. Oh, wait. But it's not within melee range of me?
It is not.
I don't... Wait, hold on. Because I have Warcaster, but I think I have to be within melee range. It just says when the hostile creature movement provokes... Oh yeah, it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack from me, because I'm not within melee.
So, the wyvern launches itself up into the air. Does anyone want to do anything on their...
Yes.
Go ahead, what do you want to do, Whisper?
Earthbind.
Okay, go ahead and what do we got to roll for that?
Strength saving throw.
That's a good roll. That is a 22.
Saves.
Okay. So the golden bands reach out to try and grasp onto the wyvern as it stands there in the air, flapping its wings, slowly pulling further and further away into the moonlight.
How badly hurt does the wyvern look?
Not at all.
Well,
Does anyone want to do anything before this creature goes and tries to escape?
I want to try and... Ooh,
You said 80 feet, right?
Oh.
So I
Yeah.
can't use my teleport to jump on top of him while he's flying up, right? I was making no. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, sorry, Whisper, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go first. I just went, but I have another thing I want to do.
Okay, I would like to climb a tree and just keep an eye on where it's going.
Sure.
I cannot do that?
Yeah,
I can?
absolutely. Yeah.
You made a face, though.
I thought you were going to try and jump on it or something. I'm like...
No. No, I just want to climb a tree so that I can watch it where it goes for a little while.
Sure. All right, Whisper, what do you want to do now?
Call lightning.
Okay. It's going to fly up another 80 feet because as the turn comes around for your next turn, you see Bellon in the mouth of the creature come back to consciousness. And what do we got to roll for the...
Dexterity saving throw. Both should have to roll.
Yep, that's a 2 and a 5. So they both fail.
Okay. I can fit my pens again.
I feel like a tree is a real bad place to be during a lightning storm.
They take 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Bellon falls unconscious again.
And it's stormy.
And he is now in a cloud. So those silvery strands that were coming out of him go dark in the storm cloud. But the creature now the wyvern with your brother in mouth begins to fly north. The few ribbons whipping in the wind behind it. I'm gonna come out of combat as you sit there watching your brother.
I'm just gonna lay down in the grass.
Sit in the tree and catch my breath.
I'm just Tristan's still looking up in a rage mode, still sparkling.
Yep.
Scales glowing before it's
your
about to
rage
die
begins
out.
to fade at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Joe, I rolled a natural 1.
So you go into shock.
Yeah.
You see. Well, actually, Finnick, why don't you describe what happens?
Just the entire weight of this battle, seeing her friends constantly getting knocked down. She starts to get a bit dizzy as she falls to her knees and is almost like a glaze over her eyes. Just staring.
Clover's gonna go back into the house. She's gonna walk through her broken window. She's gonna look at her disaster of a room that she spent so much time beautifying and cloverifying. And she's going to pull out... fuck. Can everyone mute themselves for literally 1 second?
Like deafen?
Yeah, deafen yourselves.
I always have to walk away and turn everything down.
Joe can deafen you.
Yeah, I got you done.
Okay, alright.
She's just gonna pull out her sending stone that connects her to Clasp Guy.
Yeah.
And say, so I have somehow made another enemy. And I would like to describe, I only have 25 words on this sending stone. So I seem to have made another enemy. Let's meet soon. Can we meet soon and talk?
Give me a time and place.
God.
Isn't it only once per day that works?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Yeah, for now, just you can keep messaging. I don't give a shit, but...
I'll just say that I'll get back to him tomorrow when I get myself together.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Whew.
So, Finnick, your eyes glazed over, and you did what?
I fell to my knees and I'm just staring at the ground.
Having laid down in the grass, noticing some people have gone in, I'm gonna look up and see you like that. I'm gonna roll over and kind of army crawl my way over to you. And I'm just gonna sit next to you.
Okay.
Or rather, I'm gonna be lying down while you're there, but I'm just gonna be right next to you.
And when my rage finally flows down, I'm going to go to where I thought I was looking away from him when he wasn't there. I'm going to go to the spot he was until I notice where he is now. And just go to him first.
You're going to Gormrod?
Yes. He's next to you, but I'm going to go to him personally. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. As I move up to him, I'm still kind of like lightly sparkling through him and just like grab his head and turn it to mine forcefully and like, Are you all right? What?
Ow.
I saw you fall. And as he says ow, I drop his head, but not meaning to drop it so hard.
Ah.
And-
Tristan. Do you remember when we would fight in the pits against the others? And they would kick my ass. And it would knock me unconscious. Over and over and over again. Do you remember why they called me the Everflame? It's because every time they knocked me out, I got back up. Thanks to this one, I got back up. It's going to take some time for us to rest and recover. I'll be alright.
Go and pick his head, put it to my forehead for a second, and just stop dropping in front of me, please. Please.
Then turn the fuck around. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I love you, brother. I'll be back in a second.
Whisper, where are you right now? I'm sorry. Where are you now, Whisper?
I was gonna go inside and go to my room.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
during that, I'm also going to look at Finnick and say, and put my hand on her and say, "Are you okay?"
I imagine him actually laying his hand on me would snap me out of it. What?
Are you okay?
Physically, I'm fine.
All right. As long as you guys are breathing, I don't know exactly how the others are doing, so I'm just going to take a quick look over there unless you guys need help moving.
I should be fine.
I'm just gonna reach up and take Finnick's hand and just hold on to it. No, we're good.
I'm gonna squeeze it tight.
All right,
Ow.
Then give Gormy a little overly hard pat to the chest and just use my body weight on him to stand up. And then go look for the others wherever they're moving at that time.
Clover,
Why are you
you're
being
in-
so mean to me?
Clover, you're in your room. Whisper, you make your way to your own room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you
To be
make your
fair, everyone can see me inside my room.
yeah, it's completely shredded. Whisper, as you make your way in your room, you see that a similar glowing silvery white light coming from your bag. You pull out that small flower that you got at the shop, glowing in the moonlight.
I shove it back into my bag and I try to put something to make the glow not as noticeable.
Okay. Tristan, you make your way in. You hear Whisper in her room shuffling around. Clover picking through the wreckage of her own.
Clover's...
Sorry, good.
No, go ahead. Not important.
I was gonna say what you were actually doing, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clover is sweeping all of the glass into one area. She's moving all of the chunks of wood into one area. Her personal things she's throwing into a corner. She's just getting things ready to rebuild. And she is not going to be sleeping. She's going to stay up and keep a watch tonight.
All with a dead body in the room.
Whoops. Great for composting.
A little girl's dead body.
She had it coming.
Support.
Yeah, so if Gormrog and Tristan would like to help move the body out of my room so that I can start crustying the blood away.
It's easy enough for Tristan to do. He easily scoops the body up and drags it out. And where do you put it, Tristan?
All right, so by moving the body, I if I see her cleaning, I will go up to the body, and I want to kind of check it first.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Tristan's got a gun.
3.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Well, the guns are easy enough to find. She has 2 6-barreled pistols on her,
Okay.
as well as another 12 rounds of ammunition. And you find the wanted, the creed of warrant for Leela Run, and you find a bag of 100 gold.
All right. I'm going to, because I don't have anything to put guns in. I am going to keep the wanted. I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to put that in my side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep the gold, and the guns I'm going to kind of shuffle or move to the side because I have nowhere to put them.
Yeah.
In my inventory, so
I'm
gonna-
What'd you say?
I have a bag for holding.
Well, okay, well, okay.
You
so
place
I'm
them on the
going to-
table for now. You lay
Yeah,
everything out on the
and
table.
And then I am going to go and check. I'm going to take the body and I'm going to move it like to a very. I'm kind of going to. Our house, where the windows were blasted open, can people from outside see inside?
I mean, it's still the whole frame wasn't destroyed. Just
Okay.
the window and then some of the wood behind, like around the door where the bullets were coming through.
So I'm going to grab the body. I'm just going to pick it up.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to Clover. I'm going to say, "Hey, what do you think we should do with this? This is something that we're going to have to deal with. Do we save it? Normally, I go to Gormy for this."
Burn it.
And I take that as all right. And I'm going to set it down and say, just for a second, let me just go check on Whisper really fast. Because I don't think that things are going very well for her. And also, how are things going for you right now?
Well, this was my bed, and this was my desk. That little clump of nothingness right there, that was my journal that had all my songs and poems in it. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I would love to get into how much I've lost. I am learning to not do that. To learn this new family.
Thank you.
This will be fixed. This. And you see him kind of trying to hold it together and sit back for a second. This can't happen too much longer. It's been a long week.
I think you should go check on Clover. I think she needs more help than I do.
You're Clover.
Whisper.
And snap back into that. What I was. Yes. And I'm going to take the body.
Okay. Whisper, Tristan now stands in your doorway holding a body of a little girl.
Oh, I was going straight. I was leaving, not going straight
okay.
there with that. I was not going to leave that there after that.
Okay, so you bring the body outside. What do you do with it?
I am going to bury it.
Okay.
In the dead patch of grass.
I'm gonna find a discreet place if I have to check for a spot or a place. I'm gonna find somewhere to actually bury it where I know where it is.
Okay, so you take it out behind the shed and begin to dig, bury the body. Anyone want to do anything else in the final moments here?
Gormog, I'm sorry. I should have been here.
You were.
Not soon enough.
You got what you needed? Wherever it is you went. Whatever it is you did.
The people I needed to talk to, well, I talked to them, so.
And then you came back.
Timing. It's all about timing.
Fennec. Count the bodies.
Being that my bedroom is also the backyard, do I hear this?
I would say so. You have pretty big ears.
Okay. Cool, I'm just listening.
You are alive. Whisper is alive. Tristan, Clover, me, alive. Now, I'm slightly concerned at just how many of the final blows are attributed to the youngest and smallest member of us. Honestly, rather impressive, and at the same time kind of terrifying, but that is our friend. However, I'd like to point out that she also brought back Whisper the first time she dropped. And you brought me back, and I brought Whisper back. You came when you were needed. You got here as soon as you can, and there is nothing you can change about that. The point is you got here, and you helped. And that's what matters. You did the right thing. You have nothing to apologize for. You couldn't have prevented this. Stop beating yourself up, kid. There's a lot that we do where we're messing up, but this was not one of those things.
I guess I could call it a force of habit.
Oh,
Even when I was
consider
little,
this.
everyone else beating me up.
And I'm going to very weakly take a fist and drop it on your leg. And it's not even going to do a point of damage. It's just contact.
Okay. Well,
Alright, this is me beating you up, telling you to be nicer to yourself.
as you do that, you begin to hear from the distance the sound of armor rattling and the sounds of footsteps running towards you. And as you turn to watch as dozens of the guard from various organizations that are within this city make their way to your small compound, that's where we're going to call it for the night. We have to end a little early tonight because some of us have to do early stuff tomorrow, so sorry everyone, but we didn't take a break, and we hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. It was a fucking wild ride of an episode, that's for sure.
Sure did. I loved it.
We are just, for simplicity's sake, gonna name No Man because she's on right now, and we don't want to waste too much of our cast time that have things to do. So thank you all for showing up. Does anyone have anything to shout out before we end? All right. Love you guys. Thank you for those of you that subscribed tonight. We really appreciate it. Your subscription helps us do new stuff, keep this community going, helping us build, helping us grow, and we really do appreciate it. Everything helps. That being said, I'm going to close this out, and we're going to raid No Man, so hope you guys will stick around for her. She's awesome. Really cool D&D streamer, so hope you guys enjoy her show tonight. Have a good night, everyone.